Well, this is absolutely amazing. That's the first time I've done a Beatle Fest, and I'm just blown away with the love and the atmosphere. And hello, George. And that was so touching to hear him waffling on again. It was actually true. He did write this mad song about me. He rang me up one night and said, "Larry, come over to dinner." And I was always going over to dinner, and okay, hello. And I came in and sat down in Friar Park. It was just dark, and it smelt a little bit like this with all the incense. And the Wurlitzer jukebox was in the corner, and George came in and sort of nodded, and I thought, something's up here, what's happening? So he sat me down in my favourite armchair, and he got to the piano, and out came His Name Is Legs. And halfway through the song, I thought, Jesus Christ, it's a song about me. And I was blown away. It was just amazing. Okay, I'm here for a couple of minutes, that's all, I'm afraid, because I got a flight to catch back to Vegas, and just like I say, it's a real thrill being back in your country, and I love your wonderful policeman. George and I met, I guess because of a love of humour. He had a really dry, mad, wacky sense of humour, as we all know, and my band, the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band, holy mackerel, kingfish. Did anybody ever see us play, by the way? What, live? Fantastic. I wish I had. Anyway, yeah, so George and I started to hang out because of Terry Doran, who was working for George at the time. And I guess we met, or I saw the Beatles for the first time when we were recording at Abbey Road, and they were recording at Abbey Road. And the word got round that the Beatles are arriving, they're going to record tonight, so we all came out to the steps of Abbey Road. Not the zebra crossing, I hasten to add, but the steps, the cleaners, the God knows what, because the guys were like gods, and we all waited patiently, and Lennon's roller came up, a black roller, and out they all popped. Hello, 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 hello. So they went into Studio A, and we went back into Studio B. And I reckon what they did was going to get a bit more exposure than what we did at that night. But anyway, so I met George properly, kind of, when he was doing My Sweet Lord at Trident Studios. And he came down, Trident Studios, it's got a tiny little door for the control room. And I was waiting at the bottom of the steps, and the door opened, and George came up and he cracked his head on the frame of the door, and he literally fell downstairs into my arms, and he's been there ever since. Really, 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 really. Okay, so the other thing that got George and I together was the art, his love of art. I would go over to Friar Park and take little art classes with him, and it was so sweet and cozy. He'd get all his paints up, and we'd start drawing, because my history was with art schools and all that stuff, so I guess I did know how to draw and paint. Anyway, I've got an image that's coming out now, a print that I've done from my autobiography, which is coming out later, blah, blah, blah. And George loved this image, and it's what I feel about record companies. So can we have girl number one, please? Thank you.
Ladies and gents, girl number one is Jess. She's travelled all the way from Australia.
And here we go. Can you see it? It's called His Master's Penis. It's my feeling about record companies, because I've been screwed by record companies since 19 God knows what. Okay, thanks very much. Some applause there, please. So I've got this mad album coming out, and I wrote a song about George just recently, and it's called Okioki, with Kioki being George in Hawaiian, with George had an estate out in Maui, which was just great. Here it is. It's a little print that will be lurking about soon, but it's kind of cute, I think. He said modestly. Okay, thank you. Girl number two.
Girl number two is Ella. She's also travelled all the way from Australia.
She likes cricket, the Beatles. Okay, right. Okay, folks, well, I'll let you get back to the music, but it's been a joy to be here, and thanks for inviting me. I hope you invited me. Good night, God bless, and hi, George.
Ladies and gents, please bring your hands together for Mr. Lex Larry Smith. Ladies and gents, please welcome back Nube Noebe with